Yo, hey guys, Bleaks here, back with another video. So today, we're going to be continuing our new profile series, but we got everyone to NG+1 except for, or NG+2 except for the Gladiator. So we're going to be playing the Gladiator today. Last time we played him with the cape build, but I think I said I was going to switch it up and actually play him normally so you guys can see what he's supposed to be like. So it'll probably be a little bit of a longer video, which some of you may like, some of you may not, we'll see. Anyway, as far as the shop goes, what am I actually looking for? You could go Amulet of Kings for sure, get your King set up. Let me go ahead and adjust the NG while I'm at it, see what my resist and everything will actually be. So I'm in NG2, I'd be at 0.4 and minus 4.6. Because again, I think the most dangerous thing is probably going to be Wisp and Mages. So getting Amulet Kings would be a pretty big pickup. Some other stuff that could be okay is like Sword of Kings or Heartseeker for crit. But I think I'm mainly going to be going for the more defensive route. So I'm going to look for Amulet Kings here. Wow, now it's trolling me. It wants me to go Cape of the Flamewalker. I could go like a hybrid, go Cape of the Flamewalker plus the attack power stuff. No, I shouldn't. The rest of these items are really good, like the Braces of Quickness and the Talisman, and some crit on primary with some extra HP. But yeah, we're gonna go play it a little more standard. So there's a Sword of Kings. We could go this Beast. Physical damage ignores armor. We actually have a lot of the rare drinks now too, so I could go like a full drink setup. So I think I will go Amulet of Kings. We'll do like an actual drink setup. Armor of Kings. Wow, all kinds of like caster stuff. I think I can craft the amulet, and Heartseeker would be the other one, or I can go Heartseeker plus Lucky Hat. Heartseeker is still pretty good. This also has some resist here. It's not exactly what you're looking for, but I think I'll take this Heartseeker setup. So we get extra crit on my primary, we get some stun on my primary, I get Pendant of Penance, so I get extra damage if I'm affected by debuffs. That'll factor in later because we're probably going to be using Incendiary Demise. Let's also have some resist, and then these are just generally good items. Let's buy some keys. I'm going to buy like 10 or 12 this time, because this will be an actual run. Yeah, 7k should be enough. Maybe not. I guess I'm going to buy just a few more bronze keys. I want to make sure I don't have any issues with that. Running out of bronze keys feels real bad. And we'll just spend all the money. Alright, so 16, 12, 12. A little different than what I normally do. I usually do like 12, 15, 12, or some combination 10, 10, or 10, 12, 10. Anyway, drink setup. So we're going to be using Phonetic Eruption to get into combo. So this gives us a chance on scoring a critical strike to enter combo. So we have our way to enter combo. When we're in combo, we want to do more damage, so we're using Wicked Sickness. 200% increased damage during combo, so we'll be able to sustain combo with the Phonetic Eruption. We will use the Wicked Sickness to have increased damage while in combo. Also going to be using Incendiary Demise to increase the damage of my primary attack. So my normal primary is 22 damage, we just added 40 to it. So when you look at the breakdown, we have plus 40 added to it. That plus 40 is also increased by my 306%. So pretty good, and it also factors into my regular crit chance I have over here, and my crit damage is 480%, so pretty good. As far as those drinks go, I feel like I'm going to need some more HP. Just always like having HP, especially on melee characters. So Overflowing Physique. We also don't really need mana, so having the extra 50 base health, this is basically starting the game with Crown of Kings. If you've ever found that item, you've noticed how just crazy your health is when you have it. So starting off the game with it, it's very good. Also, I'm going to pick up Crazy Eye to get more crit. You could also go for like defensive, get more evasion, but I want the more crit, so I have more instances of crit. This is something we were talking about in future videos, where you have your single crits, your double crits, and your triple crits. So currently I have 3 ways to get crits, so I'm going to be able to get triple crits, and the way the Gladiator is set up, you get guaranteed crits on your, if you're expending stacks of Trident. So we're going to get our first guaranteed crit, and then our actual crit is going to go into effect, and we're basically going to be trying to have double crits more often at this point. So we can kind of show that off. So we go over to the target dummy, we have our regular attack. That was a crit. That was a crit. And if we do that, you see some double crits and whatnot in there. So that's going to be the idea, is you use your burst with your damage. See I'm taking damage over time, and I'm getting into combo. When I get into combo, oh, it's actually taking me a while to get into combo. Alright, so then we're in combo, we do 200% more damage, so that plus like your double crits, you can see some of these numbers get kind of big, but my combo is a little inconsistent right now. Some of that is just my crit chance and luck is low. If I had Heartseeker, I would look to attune it pretty soon, and the same kind of goes with Lucky Hat. If I had both of those, it would just be that much better to help sustain. You also can go a different route. Instead of taking the Phonetic Eruption drink, you can go with Amulet of Vengeance. This might have been better here, because the damage I would take over time from the Incendiary Demise would trigger the combo, and then we'd get the extra damage that way. But either way, I mean, eventually, you know, you just attack enough, you get your crit, and you enter into a combo. But basically, I want to increase my crit, so I have even more chance. If I had more luck, it would increase that 5% chance to higher, but I don't have more luck to work with, so it is what it is. I already have a stun item, so I'm not too worried about crafting one of those. So I'm going to look for another item I can craft. I can craft the Serrated Scimitar. It's one pretty good one, and if I have the Assassin's Dagger, I can also make that to get us an extra point of crit, but it looks like I don't have that. So I'll just make the Scimitar to get another instance of crit, and have a little extra skill stars. I'll probably just go ahead and attune it, just to have it. Alright, so I'm going to craft it, and I'm going to attune it. So attuning it acts as if I have 2 in my inventory, so instead of 2.5, or instead of 1 chance at 2.5, I have 2 chances at 2.5. So when I go look at my crit, we now see 5 different instances of crit, so I can actually get pentacrits right now. I bet it's going to be a very low chance. So based off everything we have so far, the best stat for us is going to be luck, so we're going to definitely prioritize that in the shop when we see it. And we're going to do our regular fountain setup. And what else? Oh, I need to change my statues. Let's go over here. And let's talk about statues for a moment. So, statues. All these are kind of low level, some I don't have made. If I had Bolgarth, I'd probably make that one, because this one helps us sustain combo. You stay in combo longer. When you're in combo, your primary attacks set off an AoE that does baseline 100 damage. That's increased by your skill power and your skill crit. So if we had Bolgarth, we'd be using it here. We don't have that. So we're going to use Callus. We get some extra block for free, which is nice, and it's also in 360 degrees. That's cool. We should have a decent amount of armor, so it's going to give us some nice attack power. We are an attack power build, so Callus is going to be a good pick. I mean, we only have 4 crafted, so the picking is pretty slim in general, but yeah, I'm going to go through like the idea, even with the other ones. Yeah, there's like some other decent ones, but this is kind of what we have right now. Kyra, 20% faster primary attack, so I can expend charges to bypass the regular cooldown of attacking, but when I'm out of charges, it's going to give me a 20% faster, and it just gives you some free extra damage with the arrows, so I'm going to take Kyra as well. Just when I'm outside of my burst window, I'm still going to be doing 20% faster attacks. And then lastly, don't really have much to deal with. If we found something that, we found like an item that increased burning on targets, we would pick up Darien. If we found like an item that gave us chance to poison, pick up Ozrath. If we had Feralath made, we would take Feralath because this one lowers the health of the attacker by 5% when I evade. I don't really have any evade, but that's okay. And then the next is each level of the statue increases damage done to disarm and stunned enemies by 5%. So we have Blackjack on our character, so we're going to be stunning enemies, but we also have Crippling Net, where you throw a net that disarms and slows enemies by 80%. So we basically have a way to always disarm enemies. We have an item that also stuns them, but we don't have this. We don't have that statue made yet. That's something we need to do at one point, is farm some ore, make at least baseline 1 for all these statues. So I'd say in a perfect world, I would probably go Callus, Kyra, and Bolgarth. Level 1, Callus doesn't give you too much. You only get 5% of your armor to attack power. So if we look at my armor, it's also going to be before reductions are taken. So I have minus 120 from NG+2 and also from drinks. So I would have, you know, plus 120. So if I have 120, that's like 100 over 5% of 100, I get like 5 attack power. Not really that much. That's, you know, very low amount of attack power, 5. So I'd probably switch out Callus if you don't care about the block to Feralath or something that gives you percentage damage, because the flat damage given to you from Callus is just not very good right now. So it's kind of up to you what you want to pick here. I could go for the faster skills, and my skills do more damage based off their cost, or we can hope that we find an item that burns. And we can always switch this during the run. We can log out and switch over. I think I'm just going to take the faster skills for now. Yeah, I'll just take the faster skills, that's fine. Because it'll at least be damage to my skills. I don't know if I'm going to find a burning item, so not going to really harp on that. Alright, and the last thing you can do for the Gladiator, because you're going to be spamming your left click a lot, and as you can see, my Kyra arrows are going out now. You also want to be disarming and netting things pretty much constantly. So what you can do is you can go into the keybinds, you can go into the controls, keyboard and mouse, and if you look at your active skills, I have active skill, mouse left is my trident, mouse right is my net. But what I can do is I can actually change the net to left in addition to right, hit accept, and now when I attack, it'll net and do my regular attack. So pretty nice. It doesn't work if you're holding it down, because the net, it tries to throw it further the more you hold it down. So basically, as I spam, you know, I'm going to be walking towards enemies, I'm going to be spamming them. I want them to be disarmed as I go around and attacking them. That's kind of the idea behind that. And you can do this with other characters too, but I find it the best on the Gladiator. Anyway, I think we have everything set up. We have level cap 25, so we're going to be looking to get our 5 levels as well. We've already locked in the fountain, already got our statues. I'll just scroll through this in case you want to see. That's our blessings, that's my drinks. This is my fountain setup in case anybody needs to see that again, and that's my statues. My starting items, we crafted this one, and let's get started. That's enough intro and talk about the character, I feel. I still don't have a pet. That's another thing I want to buy hopefully soon. But yeah, I can keep that guy netted basically forever. One thing to remember, I am using overflowing physique, so I will run out of mana. I won't be able to net constantly. But I'm maintaining combo from killing, so that's kind of nice. Gives you extra damage because we have Wicked and Sickness. It also gives you extra movement speed, so you can kind of zoom around a little better. And I am taking damage from the Incendiary Demise, which is reduced by my resist. So if I had less resist, I would take even more damage, and it eventually gets to the point where it really hurts a lot, but you should be able to keep up with it through Leech and whatnot. Alright, so I can get rid of my worst item. Pendant of Penance is actually giving me 50% increased damage because I'm putting that Ignite debuff on myself from the Incendiary Demise. Blackjack I'm using for stuns, which is kind of arguably not very good because I'm disarming everything anyway, so the stunning isn't a big deal. Heartseeker for crit, Scimitar for crit, so we have Lesser Time, Curio's Box, and Robe. I like the resist, so I'm not going to get rid of that. Also like the HP, mana, attack power, skill power, armor and resist from this item, so I think Lesser Time would be the the worst item, but it also increases my time to stay in combo, which is very important to me right now. So really none of my items are bad enough for me to want to get rid of them. They're all pretty solid. I will go around and see if there's any traps or puzzles in here, so I can maybe get some more items, and if it's actually terrible, then I'll go and gamble it away. But when I talk about my items, usually I just gamble my worst item, but really, I think any item I gamble, I'm gonna get a worse item. So I really don't want to do that. In this case, we have a monolith. So I'm still gonna hold the monolith till the very end, just to make the first bosses easier. Grab this drink. I think I've found all the drinks by now. I'll have to look at the actual list, but that's another thing I need to do, and probably one of the next videos is make sure I have all the drinks and get some more ore for my statue upgrading, get some more money for my gambling for all the patterns, and then also I guess we're getting to the point where we should add in the witch doctor as well, or the witch hunter. Witch hunter. Alright, so I didn't find any new items. That kind of just is what it is. Spear of Mana. If I would have gotten Spear of Mana before, I would have gotten rid of it. But whatever, I'll take it. I should be in combo most of the time, so it's actually good. And I just found a Lucky Charm. So Lucky Charm gives me more luck, which will basically help all things percentage based. So it helps my crit percentage, it helps my Phonetic Eruption percentage, it helps my chance to stun, because that's a percentage. Basically all percentages get increased in my favor. When you're unlucky, it's the opposite. It just, all your percentages get worse. A lot of people get kind of misled that luck increases your chance to find better items. That's not true, it's just your combat percentages. Another Sphere of Mana. Okay, so we're going the sphere build, I guess. We have 3 spheres, we'll try to live the dream. Why not? We've seen it early enough that maybe we can try to make that happen. Alright, and we have 2.2k, let's see what we can buy. So again, if there was like a luck item in here, I'd buy that. It's pretty high on the priority right now. Chance to kill enemies to give me mana. I just kind of like these for getting the gold. And finding it so early might be worth it. But I kind of think about the 3 that I want. I think I want the HP. I think I want some more resist. Or the chance to block. These are kind of arguably which one's better here. And then the mana. So I'm gonna get mana. I'm gonna get health. I could have gone for both of these and not done the mana thing. That's probably the best if you don't want to take any risk, but I'm just going to take some risk. Let me get the amulet. The other one's a 25% chance to block 5. That's the base damage before it gets increased by the NG stuff. So it actually blocks like really good damage, but it's only 25%. And I don't have a lot of luck right now, so that 25% might be like 30% right now, which is just not enough for me to really worry too much about it. I'm gonna go with the consistent resist because I'm mostly afraid of magical damage. Everything else will be getting disarmed, and I also want to reduce the damage I'm dealing to myself from the incendiary demise. Because if I have like negative resist or very low resist, I'm gonna take a lot of damage, especially if I'm not leeching. So some stuff you can't leech against is gonna be like the first boss, or any construct really. But the first boss is when it's like really apparent. If you try to attack him to get your health back, it's just not going to work. But when I attack, I put that debuff on myself, so I'm actually going to end up taking more damage to myself when I try to leech. Luckily for the first boss, there's also the bats, so I can basically just leech off the bats, wait it out. As long as I can get the Stone Guardian to 80%, the bats will start coming out. Once the bats start coming out, then you're pretty much good to go. You can start leeching off of them. Sometimes you can tank the boss while leeching off the bats as long as they're stacked up together. You don't have to move out for anything. But that's just one of those kind of things. It's good to know, but try at your own risk, basically. Wizard Wand, so that adds flat damage to my primary. It's actually really good because that gets increased by all of my other damage increases, so it gets increased by my attack power. Also gets increased by my Incendiary Demise gets increased by my attack power as well. It's kind of like just adding more to this, and then it also gets increased by my Wicked Sickness. All that damage, then I start critting, and it's going to get increased by the crit damage. So that's why you're seeing like 4 and 5k crits every so often. If I'm in combo and I have the damage over time with the pennant, and I get like multiple crits between the luck and the crit chance, and my flat is high, then yeah, the enemy's gonna take some good damage. It's actually gonna be pretty interesting to see how it goes when I expend my trident stacks. So yeah, I have 7 trident stacks, so I'll do my 7 crits right off the bat against the Guardian, and it'll be interesting to see if he just like falls over dead. It depends if like my first hit, if I get my chance to get in combo. I'm just gonna go ahead and precast these. Yeah, alright, so he just got completely slaughtered. I didn't even get to see the damage numbers, but it was pretty good. So also Seal of Souls, I deal more damage for each % mana missing. So as I walk around with, what is it? Overflowing Physique, I lose mana. So as I lose mana, I gain damage. So right now I'm at like 50% mana, so I'm doing 25% more damage. So just more damage on top of everything. Damage, damage, damage. And if I go down to 0% mana, which is kind of hard to do, I guess with the nets it makes it a little easier. If I cast things, then I'll have 50% increased damage as well. So a lot of increased damage. I get another 20% damage if I'm near enemies now. So we're gonna do some damage this run. And I'm feeling pretty strong. I feel like I can just kind of run through enemies now. Because as I run at them, I disarm them, so I'm not really going to take much hits. I also have the block chance. So after I expend a stack, or what is it, this one? Blocks 80% of one instance within 0.2 seconds after attacking with Trident, blocking with Riposte, replenishes a stack of Trident. So it helps me replenish my stacks as I like take damage and block. So you can basically have infinite stacks if enough things are attacking you, or that's at least how I understand it. And yeah, you do a lot of damage, and you block 80% of most of the hits. Whoa, an actual blueprint. I haven't seen many of those lately. Hopefully I can have some money to gamble here shortly. Maybe that'll be the next video. Finishing that stuff, getting like a massive gold and gambling. I'll have to get some more upgrades for my Witch Hunter. I just feel bad because I'm sure you guys don't like watching the farming videos as much as the progression videos. Makes a lot of sense. But I still want to do everything on video for this, so everybody knows how much of everything you have to do and what all I did and all that kind of stuff. I think it would be kind of cheating if I did like half of it offline. You're like, oh, you never have to farm. I feel like I'm farming constantly. It's like, well, I farm every other video. Pretty much at this point. And yeah, I still have to farm for statues as well. To get the actual ore to upgrade, or to make them for the first time. Alright, so there was an imp. He should be to the right. Or to the left, rather. Go ahead and talk to him, see what we get. Give me some experience. Not bad. I feel like most of my runs I can't get the 5% XP gain, or sorry, I can't get the 5 levels. I can't talk today. I can't get the 5 levels by just doing the normal run. I have to like kill literally everything or find a monolith or something. But yeah, so that'll help. That'll help a lot. Was there something up north? There wasn't. Alright, Tango over here. And you really don't have to use your minions or your Gladius at all. I just kind of use it for fun. Yeah, the mana's probably best spent just on your net. Alright, we're done here. We just have the one puzzle. We'll see how our memory is doing today. Okay. It seems easier. Hey, still got it after all these months in quarantine. Still have a little bit of brain power left. Okay, what we got here? We have the other stone, so I want to take that. That's what I'm working towards. Here's another interesting item. So this returns 25% magic damage to the attacker when hit. Remember, this is a Nova of Poison Dart. So this actually procs off of my own Incinerary Demise. So I'm going to pick this up just because it's going to basically proc a lot of damage randomly. We could get the Circlet for more resist. Get the Stiletto for more damage. Kind of up to you what you want to pick here. I might just go ahead and pick the Circlet to make sure I get that that resist. I think that's better than just having a little bit of armor penetration, because we do enough damage, so I'm just going defense. So yeah, as you can see, these little Nova projectiles are going out. They're proccing off of my Incinerary Demise damage. So kinda neat. And I think we've officially gotten to the point where we can just start running through. We probably could have done before, but I like to feel out the character, see how strong we are before I just start going crazy. The worst part about this character is having to click so much, honestly. Alright, there's a level, marking his mace as well. So, some more attack power based on the items I have. Pretty solid. I don't think I found the button yet. I'm almost certain I haven't. Oh no, these are all open, aren't they? So I did find it. It just, I don't know. It kind of all blends together, honestly. Like, was that this floor? Was that the last floor? Was that 3 runs ago? It's all kind of the same after a while. Alright, so let's grab anything else useful in here. We don't have our Monolith buff anymore. We lost it kind of a while ago. So there was like no hope on keeping it all the way to the boss. Hey, same as the Swiftness. Always kill your mini bosses. Wrath of the Thunder God. Sure, when I get hit, I do even more damage. I have all kinds of like reflect things here. I think it also procs off my Incinerary Demise. Actually, I know it does. So as I take damage, I'm going to proc the one-hit effect of Wrath of the Thunder God, and the one-hit effect of the Scarecrow Protection, and I'll get the 50% increase from the pennant. So the downside that it seemed to have with the oh no, it does like a dot to you over time. We've turned that into our own benefit. So pretty good. Not everything is always a negative. We'll go ahead and throw these out. I should just be able to straight tank them. Took a lot of damage from the bombs. I really didn't see them. And the guy started going after my minions, which was kind of awkward. So I stopped attacking him at one point. Hey, another drink. I don't think I had 7 charges when I started that. I could have saved up all my charges to do more burst. See, right now I'm kind of like sitting at 1 to 2, 1 to 2, 1 to 2. What you can do if you want to like have a lot of burst, since they reset when you go to new floors, you can sit there for 7 seconds, get your 7 charges, and then you're kind of good to go. And that's what I should have done when I was walking up to the statue. I should have just waited like 5 more seconds, so I can just basically 2-shot it instead of having to sit there and attack for so long. Instead of having to attack for 5 seconds, I could have just attacked for 2 seconds. Wow, just gold? Armor of Kings, so I ended up starting with Heartseeker, right? So that should be my first piece of Kings. We can also craft an item. Let's think about what would be good for our character. So our character is doing crazy damage. As I said before, luck is like our best friend, honestly. We could go for Pot Helm. We have, you know, some block from different things. 20% from one of our statues. This can be another 10%. If we had it attuned, it would be 20%. We can go Slippery Cloak for the evasion, but I think ideally we either want more crit, which we don't have the Assassin's Dagger blueprint, or we want more luck. I think might go for the luck. Could also go for like ore gain, just to have less farming in the future. I think I might go for the ore gain, honestly. Let's go for the ore gain with Markham Stone, because it should replace itself. I wish it was attuned, now that I'm looking at it. It should replace itself, like, it should grant me a net of 22 ore at least, and it sets me up for 3-piece Markhams, which is okay. Otherwise, I'd probably take the 2 luck here with the movement speed. But since I want to buy things in town, like my pet, and start working on my statues, and what else? My Witch Hunter upgrades. I feel like I need to get some ore farming. So I guess it isn't like a full-on super serious run. A super serious run, you would always take the combat effects that benefit you the most. So I'd probably take the luck here, just to have more good stats and whatnot. But if you feel strong enough, you know, you can pick whatever you want. Alright, so this is our last little thing. We're ready to get out of here. But if I was planning to purely be efficient, I'd probably have done a Cave of the Flamewalker build just to rush through this, but this information kind of still applies for all NGs past this one. You always want to see how strong your character feels. You always want to like set up like drinks that work well together, and statues that either complement your drinks or yeah. Because we also should have Bulgarth, which means we'd be doing even more damage, but we don't have that. If I get enough ore, I'll probably craft it. Because anytime we're in combo for an extended amount of time, and you see me like attacking, every 5th attack would be a combo Nova. And the only reason I said I would be doing the cape build instead of this is just because of the speed. You basically just kill things passively, so you just walk through the game and everything dies around you. So you get a lot of XP just by doing that. Not even really trying. So I wouldn't have to go around and like clean up every enemy. I could just kind of walk through all the enemies and they would all die. Which sounds similar to what I'm doing, but if you guys watched the previous video, then you know it's a little crazier than this. But this will by far be stronger on bosses. Versus your quickness. Okay, so now we have like 30% increased attack speed. We don't have our trident. Once again, trident just ignores whatever your attack speed is. We've almost gotten our ore back. So from here on out, we're just going to be netting. Alright, it looks like our shop is going to be on the next floor. That's the only reason I was waiting around so long. And I guess get some XP. monsters. And it's got some evasion to go along with our luck and block and disarm. Also not going after money as much because I have the double stones. So I should be able to sustain plenty of money just by killing things. Which will help speed up the video pretty much. Alright, worst item, worst item. What is our worst item? Oh, we have Amulet of Vengeance now, so we actually have a way to trigger our combo from our Incendiary Demise as well. It's pretty nifty. Shield Breaker. It's not as good as Mage Bane, but I definitely wouldn't want to throw it away either. Crit on skills. That's probably one of my worst items. Everything else seems to do something, but this one not so much. So we'll take that. Grease the Barbarian is kind of a side grade. I'll take the extra movement speed for sure. That's gonna maybe shave a couple minutes off my run. But as far as like stats go for boss killing, neither were really that great, but technically the skill power or skill crit would end up actually doing something on a boss fight, where the greaves don't do anything. One to go. The shop is well hidden. I've seen like, oh, there it is. Alright. It's like I've seen like 80% of the map. I haven't seen the shop. Just in the perfect spot for me not to see it till then. Blood Dagger? Okay, just some more way to sustain my HP. Go grab the ore. I guess I didn't grab it earlier. I don't even think I looked down here. I might be able to get enough ore for a statue. That'd be cool. If I can get enough ore for a statue, enough money for a pet, pretty happy. I can't leech off of those guys. Those guys are also constructs, but you can keep those guys disarmed and you'll be good to go. Alright, let's see what we got here. So we can do a couple things to speed up the run. Old map speeds up the run. Book of Enlightenment speeds up the run. So I'm kind of looking at those. HP regen, not a big deal. Obviously I leech most of my HP back. Potions, I don't feel like I'm going to have to use those because I just leech my HP back. Skill speed, we don't really use our skills, so I don't really need that. Ring of Mana, I'm already walking around losing my mana. I don't need to cast my skills, so I don't need that. And skill power, not really a big deal. So I'm definitely going old map and the Book of Enlightenment just to go faster. I might just go skill book just to have the more skill power, but I'm kind of looking what is actually the best here. 0.2 health regen is basically nothing. Drinking a potion gives me movement speed buff and skill power speed. I guess I'll just take the speed. It's at least a green item, so it's one less green item I can find from like a chest and stuff in the future. So when I do find a green item in the future, it won't be that item. Whereas if I pick up one of those white items, there's still a ton of white items out there. So it increases the overall quality of all the green items I find in the future. Kind of a minor thing, but it is something that can factor into your decisions. Go ahead and get those guys back up to 7 stacks. Knock him out. Let's look at the stacks. Back up to 7 stacks. And he's out of here. Tower shield, okay. And the Dirk. So Tower shield, reduce damage taken, and the Dirk gives me flat damage on my attacks. So always good to find the Wizard Wand and the Dirk and all that kind of stuff. And I should have pretty decent resist. You have 26. So I can kind of walk through most of this. If there's too many, like the Red Wisp, it'll be kind of brutal. Yeah, but we also have block, so it helps a little bit. We have some evasion, that helps a little bit. That's kind of why we got those defensive layers. Spreading Corruption. I mean, it's pretty damaged. It's a little awkward to use at times, or like to proc. But if you just kind of ignore it, then it's just free damage. Little target on something, that's something you kill, takes more damage. Apothecary Flask, sure, extra flash charge. Sphere of Life. How many spheres are we up to? Only 4. We started off strong and then we haven't seen any offered. I don't think there were any in any of the shops so far, the 3 shops, and we haven't gotten any more from chests, so it just kind of is what it is. Yeah, I kind of hate this trap. Let's see. Which way is it? This way? Close enough. Alright, we got a few enemies we can kill over here. Just gonna kill these guys, look for some buttons or whatever, which I do see one. So old map, try to see if we can see where it is. Looks like it's just the diamonds over there. So I don't need that, and we'll just go to the next floor. Alright, see another crack in the wall. Grab that. Look in mini pockets, extra gold gain. It's not really an item you ever want to find, but it's not bad when you find it. Button. There's the exit. And we have an imp. How far are we away from where we were? So we're like over here. We gotta go quite a little ways. Well, there he actually is. So we actually procced above the area where it was at. Gave me some keys, gave me an ace key. Cool. Alright, there's a level. Jump through the portal. Book of Undead, extra XP, extra damage to Undead, which will be useful for the next act. Now we got a secret over here. Go grab that. Ring of Health, yikes. Anything else I'd see? I at least see a gold chest up here. So I'm gonna go after that. A portal, 2 portals to jump through. Yeah, we still got a good amount of stuff we can get. Duke's Signet Ring. I always like Duke's Signet Ring. I think it's pretty underrated. If you get like stomped by Thunder Snow, you at least have some way to like have an item, try to save yourself. Phoenix Feather would also work, but it's a lot rare. And you have to have potion charges, and you have to not be stunned, which I guess wouldn't actually work. So you need to not be stunned, so Phoenix Feather actually uses your potions. So Duke's Signet Ring is nice because it just happens. And it happens no matter what. So there's one more portal to jump through. Let's go up there, jump through it, and then we'll be going to floor 3. Yes, more gold chest. So many gold chests. I love it. Is that the triple spear? Triple spear. Yeah, kind of a bad set, but I mean, I'll take what I can get, I guess. At least we attack fast enough. If our health dips, we'll get the increased attack speed, increased damage, and all of that. And we're just going to shoot back up to full life from leeching. So it technically does something, but it does something for like such a short amount of time that you can't really get excited about it. There's a greater spear. I'll take the boot for sure. Also want the evasion. Boot, evasion. I think I'll take the armor. Honestly, we're so far away from the spear dream. It also gives us the 25% damage in combo, which is nice. But I don't think it's better than 15 armor. I'm gonna take the armor. It's also pretty expensive. Blowgun. Alright, the exit has been revealed. See what else we gotta do in here. Got some enemies to kill. Got at least one more portal to jump through. Still trying to make sure I almost get my levels, at least 4 levels. Okay, we got our second book. I guess I missed a book somewhere. Must have been behind a secret. Either way, you can just deal with it through RNG, or it might be one of these 2 portals. Let's go to this one first. It's kind of more awkward to get into. Frying pan, so some more block. Free block. Take a look for some, I don't see any buttons. There's an ace chest, Mask of Bewilderment. What does this one actually do? This is the primary attack applies confusion for 2.5 seconds, and then increased damage done to enemies that are confused, so more damage. So much damage. But yeah, I think I'm just ready to go to the next floor. I don't know how I missed the book when I have old map, but whatever. Sometimes they're behind, buttons, secrets. But we'll just see if we can guess correctly which one's actually first. Alright, I'm gonna try yellow first. Well, I'll try yellow first when we actually get to the time. Okay. I'm gonna try to make sure I have 7 trident stacks for the start of the next fight. I'm trying to just attack normally. Wow, my base attack speed is actually really good. Alright, so it wasn't that one. So it's actually Crimson. It looks like I have a yo-yo. Doing like yo-yo tricks. Okay. Some of your little dudes, spin your charges. Make sure you switch whenever he confuses you. Pretty standard Watcher stuff. I'm actually gonna move around and keep my health low, or my mana low. Okay, now it's time for yellow. I kind of don't like using the minions. They just kind of distract a little too much. It can be good in some situations, but it's really awkward when things don't clump up and you want them to clump up. So much damage. Gladiator completely missed. Alright, let's see what we got here. Triggers combo when I use a potion, so I can try to keep that in mind in case I need to combo against like Thunder Snow or something to get like a huge damage burst. I can use a potion. Alright, and what level am I to? 23, almost 24, so I think I can kind of like maybe speed through some of this. Get blueprint as well. An imp. Sword of Kings. So that should be two-piece kings, I believe. Yep, two-piece kings. I'll go grab this real quick. Pretty sure I know where the imp is. It should just be along this wall. So I basically wanted to go ahead and finish out that area. Alright, and that's 24 and some change, so I should just be able to actually zoom now. Don't need to worry about killing everything. I'll go after the ore, any patterns and any items I see. Also, kill elites when I can. But I don't want to stay in one spot too long. I do get kind of chunked when I do that. I don't know, the elites feel kind of sketchy. Trying to go after. Alright, well there's level 25. Lots of mages. So we're just gonna zoom out of here. Let's I'm gonna grab pickaxe as well, just to have both of them. Could go for another Markham's. I do feel like I'm taking some damage, so to prevent myself from being ridiculous and running in and killing myself, I'm just gonna get the triple Markham's. And you saw my health was going down to like 50%, and then I would rubber band all the way back up. I just want to make sure that I can continue to play the way I want to play, and I don't just die. If I died at this point, it'd be pretty sad. I mean, I would just set up the same thing and skip all the acts, but it's it works pretty hard to get to this point. It feels kind of bad dying right now. Especially if I'm just like trying to go fast and kill elites for extra items that I probably don't even need. Like, I feel like I could just go and fight Thundersnow right now and I'd be completely fine. Yeah, I'm going way too out of my way for these. Oh, well, maybe I'm not. I've already found 3 items off of them. Remember, kill your mini bosses, kids. They're definitely worth it. Gloves of warding. Right. Definitely getting juiced up. We have a lot of stuff. Ring of Transmutation. Alright, that's one way to keep our mana kind of high. I don't need it, but it's there. It's there in case I do need it. Which I can't really think of a situation. Got a key, but I guess it was silver or something. Also need to pick up more silver keys, just in case. Silver key there. Bunch of ore. Definitely don't need bronze keys. Alright, another imp. He's most likely along this wall as well. Give me some ore. Yes, that's a whole statue right there. And what do we got from this guy? Extra HP is kind of appealing because I am playing a little crazy now. And there's really nothing else, honestly. Let's get the extra HP and get more lifesteal, but I'm pretty sure I'm doing plenty of damage to lifesteal enough. We go Mage Bane, it's probably a huge damage increase. And maybe I'll go Keyring just to have a chance at more ace keys and silver keys. For stats, I could have gone either Spike Boots for a little more damage, or where's the other item? I've already forgotten what it was. Or the other item that I was talking about. How about that? Oh, the leech. Yeah, the leech. Kind of expensive though. There's another item, but I don't really want to stop in that. So I'm gonna go to a corner and clear out most of these dudes. Another item. We're finding so many items off these elites. Reinforced gloves. Monster Manual Beast. That'll help against Thundersnow. There's a luck item there. And we are popping off with these items. Alright, it's on this side. Staff bottle casting, sure, why not? What's good? I can go out of my way to pick up keys because it might give me silver keys, 50% chance. When you attune it, it gives you a 100% chance, so I just got a silver key off of that one, I believe. See, one more elite. I've been getting so many items, why not? I see a silver chest. We've already found Imp, so it's really like up to you. Kill some elites. Kill some elites. Not elites. They keep saying elites, but I mean mini bosses. Right, so we just wiped out all the mini bosses. There's a gold key. I don't think I really need it. It is right here. Grab it. Regeneration, sure. Bloodthirst ring, well, we got the ring anyway. Getting so many items, this is crazy. Frostbrand. There's nothing to the right, we already found an imp, there's only the bronze key, which 50% chance to give me a key. Could be worth going after just to make sure I get silver keys for battlements, but again, not worried. Alright, let's get our 7 stacks. We're kinda late on combo. We just didn't crit hard enough. There we go. Alright, we got the combo sphere and the apothecary's satchel. Now let's finish this thing off. Ace key, gold chest. I'm just gonna ignore diamonds, just go after ore. Well, ace key on that side of the map and ace chest over here. Ugh, I don't think I feel like running all the way back over here. Like, what are the odds I find another ace key on the next floor? If I find a second ace key on this floor, I'll do it. Second blueprint. And some more ore. Hey, the pickaxe. Better late than never. Just scanning for more ore until I get out of here. I can kill that guy from ranged. Kind of funny. Flame tongue, so now we finished that set. Let's grab our ace key, get the rest of our ore. We are sitting pretty, we can actually get some decent amount of statues. Which, I mean, we could have farmed the same amount of ore in like 10 or 15 minutes, but you can do 2 things at the same time, why not? I guess it'd be like 20 minutes. So yeah, in theory you could have just done like a cave build, finish this in 20 minutes, and I could have been farming for, you know, another 40 minutes, and that would have been more efficient, but I mean, this kind of shows like the power of the Gladiator, and how you actually have to play the Gladiator like later in the game. So just to kind of show people how you play the Gladiator, what you're looking for, what you're doing. Some more luck. So now we have all the luck items. So we have 9 luck, and then we also have 5 instances of crit. So we have 34 crit plus 9 luck. We probably actually have around like 60% chance to crit. As you can see, I might have to pause the video to see, but Very briefly, you see like numbers pop up. The purple are the crits, and the more exclamation points behind them are how big the crits are. But we can kind of look, we can actually look in the stats, and let's see what our biggest crit was so far. Adventurine. It's gonna be in combat, isn't it? Combat. Damage dealt 25 million. Max damage dealt 63. 63k. Which is, yeah. I don't know how many crits that was, but, that was a big hit. As you can see, some of these two are to like 9k. Saw 15k right there. They must have had some crazy crit that got me 63. Another item. So, all the damage. Be interesting to see if I get another higher damage number before the end. I just saw like a 21. There was a 20. All the big damage is going to be like the melee crits when I'm actually up close and personal. But there's like a million things right there. I can't actually see what's going on. I think I had like 40k crit in there. Crown of Kings. Well, there was a Crown of Kings we were talking about starting off the game with, but now we have 3-piece Kings. And let's see, max damage dealt still at 63. Be interesting to see if we beat that on this or not. Probably not. I think that was just a very lucky instance. So Thunder Snow, you can play like a side-to-side method, or you can play like a burst method, where you go in when you have like, you know, a good amount of stacks, so you can burst, and you go out when you don't, so you avoid the breath. But yeah, that's the Gladiator. We also got our 5 levels, which is sweet. Let's see, did we beat it? Did I pass it up already? 63. No, it's still the same. Still the same. Max damage taken was 75 damage. Alright. So yeah, we still didn't even take much damage. You can see all kinds of stuff. Got an 897 combo. Critical hits scored. I scored 10,188 critical hits. Wow. Okay. Alright, well that's that. Yeah. That is the Gladiator NG+2 run. We have 400 ore now and 37 stars. Let's see if there's anything worth investing our stars into. We're going to continue to play them basically like this. So the best things are going to be your primaries. So we got all the primaries, we got all the we got all the passives, we got all the primary. So the rest is kind of up to you. It looked like we weren't fully run out of mana with the net, so you can slowly upgrade this to get the more damage, so the enemies take more damage. These I don't really worry too much about, or you can save the stars and put them into actual items. We're just going to start upgrading the net. Just go all the way. Eventually want to go all the way anyway. There's some other items in the anvil I want to pick up, just to have them attuned. Like Markham Stone, when I find it in a run, I'm going to craft at the forge. I would like it to already be attuned. Kind of the same goes with the pickaxe. If you're not worried about that, you're just worried about surviving. Attuning Amulet of Kings would be good. Attuning Duelist Edge. Amulet of Vengeance, if you want to try doing Amulet of Vengeance off the start. And if we had like Lucky Hat or Heartseeker, we would attune those. If we had Assassin's Dagger, we would attune that. I'm going to save the rest of the stars, just depending on what I see in the future. Anyway, that is the Gladiator NG+2. Thanks everyone for watching. I'll catch you guys next time.